Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ray Montez. If I would know that you were having a celebration, I never would intrude, but I wanted to see my niece. I'm your Uncle Ray, and you are Langston. I would know you anywhere. I look at you now and I see your mother, my sister Linda. You look just like her. Wish to say, con permiso. It is my great pleasure, finally, to meet you.
Oh, don't you worry. I did what you would have done. I found Dorian's Achilles heel, so it won't be long now before Cramer Enterprises, that godforsaken name, will be off the big board and the company will be back where it belongs. The Buchanan family. And all that madness with Jared Banks ever since he arrived, that'll be behind us. That boy almost destroyed our legacy.
Sir.
Nigel. Caught me having a little conversation with Asa.
I'm terribly sorry to intrude, sir, but I simply cannot allow you to heap blame on Jared Banks without confessing the truth. That he had a partner in crime.
Know all too well that Natalie was involved in Jared's...
Begging your pardon, sir. I'm not referring to Miss Natalie. She wasn't aware of Mr. Jared's duplicity until after the fact.
Yeah, and then she decided to keep it from the family. Natalie betrayed each and every one of us.
She certainly paid the price, which is why I feel I must come forward. Mr. Banks was determined to take this all on himself. He insisted that I remain silent. I'm ashamed to say that I accepted his offer. I let him take the full blame.
What are you getting at?
I see where that decision led. You're determined to take back Buchanan Enterprises no matter the cost. I felt I had to speak up.
Why now?
You brought this miscreant, this Ray Montez, into our midst. You've thrust him on Dr. Lord's family. I can't stay silent any longer. Mr. Buchanan, sir, Miss Natalie wasn't the only one privy to plans. I, too, was his collaborator.
Get Sean!
Okay. Wait, no, we don't need to be smart. Whoa, Marcus! Marcus, what are you doing?
Hey. Okay, I will assume this brave young man is your novio. It's good to see you have someone to protect you.
Yes, she does. She has me.
Dr. Lord is adopting me.
And you, sir, whoever you are.
If the gentleman will allow me to reach into my pocket, I'd like to prove who I am.
Let him go.
Absolutely not. Don't let him go. We have no idea if this man is armed, and until we know, nobody is making a move, okay?
He looks like Langston.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Addie.
He does. Around the eyes. Just like me and Sam. Me llamo Addie. Nosotros somos las mujeres Cramer.
El gusto es mío, Eddie.
Addie, thank you. But that's enough with the Spanish.
Spanish is a beautiful language.
De veras.
It's on my list.
Oh, thank goodness.
Dr. Lord.
Yes, please. Take charge of this gentleman.
Problem. Come
He
with
was
me.
about to leave.
No, wait.
Good.
What if he's really my uncle?
Look, it's okay, Sean.
If I may, this is a picture of your mother when she was young. And the guy next to her is me.
Anyone can Photoshop a photo.
Fine.
I've seen this picture before. A long time ago, I found it in the attic, some old trunk, but my mother got really upset. She wouldn't tell me who the guy was.
We don't know who this guy is. If you really are Langston's uncle, where were you when her parents died?
Your mother and I, we had a argument. We angry. I didn't want her to marry this Americano, but she left. She went to America before we had a chance to forgive each other. Time went by, years passing, and I lost my connection to her. I should have written to her, but I was so stubborn. And your mother, you know, she was a very proud woman, ¿verdad?
Yes, she was.
I didn't even know I had a niece until recently.
And how is it that you happened to find out about Langston?
This is my letter of resignation.
It's dated last year.
I've been carrying it around for months. I've let you down, Mr. Buchanan, and I regret it more than I can say. Won't take me long to pack. I should be gone within the hour.
What do you offer you?
I beg your pardon?
Jared Banks, how did he get to you?
The truth is, I've kept a secret, a family secret, for many years.
So Jared Banks blackmailed you?
No, nothing like that. You see, I've known for quite some time that David Vickers was the missing heir. And knowing Mr. Vickers' character and how you regard him, let's just say I thought it in the family's best interest to keep mum. And then Mr. Banks arrived. I knew he was an imposter, but he seemed a better candidate. His business school background, his adoration of your father. But in any event, I had no right to keep the truth from you. And now, everything that's followed, the loss of the company, the death of poor Mr. Brennan, it's all my fault. I brought irreparable harm to the family it's been my honor to serve. If you'd like me to clean and load your gun, just say the word.
I learned about Langston because of you, Dr. Lord. I read an article in a magazine. It was all about you taking over the Buchanan Enterprises.
I believe that was your interview in American Business Weekly.
It's very, very interesting. You talk about your foster child, Langston Wilde.
And how did you know that Langston was your niece?
I knew that Linda had married a man named Wilde, and Langston Hughes was her favorite poet. She discovered him when she was 13, 14. She was always quoting that line about life not being a crystal stair.
She used to say that to me, too.
And after you read the article?
I looked for my sister on the internet, and I was sad to read that she had passed away. It was a terrible day. But I made a vow to myself that I would find you.
Don't listen to a word he says, Langston. He's a con man. He's after your money.
That is not true. I don't want money. I came here to see her. I wanted to see her face. You will blame me, Dr. Lord, you and with these mujeres, Cramer, you will blame me because I want to know my niece?